Fala, muchachos e muchachas, como vocês estão? Vocês estão bem? Fala aqui pra mim. Galera, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um episódio de Call of Juarez Gunslinger, nossa sériezinha onde Silas Greaves conta suas histórias. Bom, a gente tá aqui exatamente no ponto que a gente parou no nosso último vídeo, com muita água e barulho. Vamos continuar para daqui então. Vamos à caça dos outros dois irmãos Daltons. Entendi. Pegar uma distância. Tá, agora foi o coisa do caminho.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell.
Quanto canal que eles eram parar, né?
It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks.
Eita. Um pântano, né, não é? Isso aqui me lembra metrô.
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood.
Bom, né? Aí nasce árvore do nada.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Querido, tem 3 aqui também. Black Barge.
Bury them in the swamp. Plant them where they stand. Except for some bitches ahead of me wanted to do me harm, so I had to face them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
Lá em cima. Vamos! Deixar o people pra depois. Bom, acho que vai ter que seguir essas faixas vermelhas, né, pelo visto.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Muitas e muitas balas.
Shoot that asshole!
É isso aí. Pronto, posso soltar minha double pistol.
Point being, I was under serious attack, and my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
Eu coloquei o negócio lá, né? Porque eu topo. Ah, bando de patife. Ai. Pode vir. Tchau. Tchau. Droga. Ah, dá pra pegar um combinho maior. Ah, que interessante. Bum.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
Meu Deus. Praticamente não, né? Literalmente. Tá, vamos lá. Do mesmo lugar. Tem que subir estrada.
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them.
É um pântano, né?
But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve?
É nada, o cara
So I just started walking, and pretty soon...
Steve! Ah, tá.
Steve? Steve?
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Indians? There were Indians?
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
Isso aí, tá esquecendo os olhos.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Bounty hunter! Stop that, son bitch! So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits.
Eita.
More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
See that? Somebody kill that son bitch!
Nem. Não vê nada.
Kill that goddamn bounty hunter!
Opa. Opa. Opa.
Captain us all!
Pois não.
Shoot, I dare you! Damn!
Vai.
What are you gonna do?
Tem mais um aqui. Dá uma coisinha aí.
God damn it!
Beleza, balas. Mais balas. Ah, aqui embaixo.
Brother, I'm gonna make you...
Pode vir. Ai.
Hit him!
Nossa senhora. Passo pela parede. Tá longe, amiguinho. Tá longe, amiguinho. Ai.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them.
Tá mais bala aqui, geralmente também. que é pra cá.
That's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps? Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a
Right.
stern-wheeler or a side-wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board.
Ficou interessante.
It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
Acabou?
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Eita. Aham. Falta um. Acho que não. Bora lá, então. Você deve estar dentro do barco. Opa!
I can kill you with either hand.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Quase o mesmo ponto. Aqui. 3 de 3. Metralhadora H. Ah, não. Aí, computei. Ah, não.
That's right. Run!
Espero que eles não tenham essa metralhadora. Se tiver, vai ser algo bem roubado. Suba, 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 suba. Mais balas. Beleza, não tem nada.
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out! I'm sending you to hell!
Foi pego. Ah, por essa que eu não esperava.
The Daltons had played me
Not
like
so
a
tough after
fiddle.
all, is it?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a
It
challenge.
was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Oh, yeah, but I was in a
Did you hear
fight.
about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
We're
Well,
talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed dead. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh, God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Ah, sabia. Esse jeito aqui vai ser várias coisas.
Bob and Grat weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Tá, beleza. O do cantinho ali é mais rápido. Tu é mais rápido. Bom, galera, pedi desculpa pra vocês aqui, eu tive que fazer uma pausa, tá? Por isso que eu dei um cortezinho no vídeo. Eu só botei um S aqui pra ficar parado e tipo, parar a mesma coisa, tá? Provavelmente eu vou acabar morrendo de novo. E eu vou tirar um print também rapidinho. Bora lá. Mas... é 2, eu não posso desviar?
They got it wrong. A sad end for those
Dois
two.
contra um.
If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds.
Eles não ralam mesmo.
Paroled 14 years later. He moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
Beleza. Esse vai ser do... com honra teria dado bom XP provavelmente. Mas tá bom. É porque foi bem difícil. 2 pontos. Aí eu gosto. Agora eu só carrego coisa com espingarda ou colocar outra. Se eu vou usar mais. Vai mais danos. Se bem que né. Qualquer coisa aqui. Mais fragmentos dos cartuchos de espingarda, caso mais dano com a espingarda. Eu não tô jogando espingarda, né? Mas fazer o quê? Tá, deixa eu pôr aqui. Ela já abrir aqui. Eu já abri a nossa arma lendária. Anjo da Morte. Beleza. Agora, eu acho que esse aqui que é o rifle. Vamos ler só o que tá aqui só. Melhor, Anjo da Morte. Os cartuchos especiais de alta potência usados com esta obra-prima de arte dão ao usuário aquele alcance necessário para atingir alvos mais distantes, além de causar estrago a uma distância maior. Não exige uma mira muito precisa. 35% de alcance, 15% de dano, 15% de dispersão. Maravilhoso. Bom, esse vídeo aqui acho que foi o maior que a gente fez até agora, né? Faltava um aqui só também. Meu pai. Você quer saber aonde que tá o rifle? Aqui é outra pistola, aqui é outra pistola. Vai ser a 12, aqui ele passa o rifle, né? Mas tudo bem. Bom, esse foi o maior vídeo até agora, tá com 20 minutos, que é o nosso tempo de vídeo normalmente, né? Depois tem cutscene, se já tiver, né, já vê. E eu já encerro o vídeo. Tem.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the wild bunch.
Eita, nada espectacular roubou o trem. Essa história então do Silas, tá? Se eu não estiver enganado, esse aqui é o último capítulo. Então provavelmente nossa série já tá chegando ao fim. Espero que vocês tenham gostado de mais um vídeo, que já falei que eu ia encerrar, porque tá muito grande o vídeo. Deve estar com uns 24 minutos já. É isso aí, galera. Obrigado por acompanhar o vídeo até o final. Espero vocês no próximo vídeo, então. Não esqueça de deixar aquele like maroto. E é nóis, galera. Valeu, até a próxima.